Last time on Katamari.
Look at the cow bear level.
The cows and the bear. Oh no. No. The cows and the bears. Cows and bears.
Cows and bears all.
Cow bears. Cow on and cow and a bear look cow side. I'm not gonna. Cow, the cow cousin, cow or a bear. Whoa, that's a giant cow and bear. Bears everywhere, cows. Oh, hey, a strawberry cow. That bear came out of nowhere. Bear statues. Oh, those cow statues. A cow. Cow. There's a cow. Cow. Where's the cow? Oh, bear. Bears are a little much a cow panic. Oh my god, a flying cow.
A cow!
And now on Katamari. Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of We Love Katamari. I only got it right this time because I said it right before I said it. Never mind. Anyway, all right, we're gonna do the baby level, and I am going to have the voice that I threatened before. I just have to get into it. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's the thing. You're a lot bigger in person. I used to watch Katamari Damacy when I was still in my mom's tummy. There was a whole television in there. I used to float in there and think, you roll up stuff and get bigger and kind of, I missed the last line. Kind of like life.
I've lost it. Oh no, stop talking so fast.
But sometimes there's not a lot to roll up, right? There are some times like that. So how about trying to get as big as possible with just a few things?
Kiwi, I will lose my voice by the end of this recording. Let's go. Oh gosh, I can't. That is not going to pick up on the mic well. I know it. Oh gosh.
Oh, we're bored of Katamari Damacy. So boring just to roll. Monsters, dungeons, beyond. Are we there yet? What? You're going to use a new rule to roll. Are you sure this is fun? Roll, mortal. He said roll, we must. Yes, it must be fun to roll. As fun as 100 of the usual Katamaris put together. Probably more fun than fighting monsters. Hurry up, let's go rolling.
Man, I have so much more emotion when Kiwi's around. For context, Kiwi was not present in the last episode, and she is definitely here today.
So let's roll according to a rule invented by our excitable young fan. The rule is here. Your roll, should you accept it, make as big a Katamari as possible using a limited number of objects. A thoughtful kind of rolling, yes. We can't possibly do it. We have no thoughts. We would break this rule left and right, but we're sure that you can do it beyond. Alrighty, good luck.
Alright, honestly, I'm turning my brain off and just rolling for it. This is fine, I don't care. I just want to roll and roll and roll. I'm sorry, I let the king out for a second there. Anyway, Kiwi, let's go back to our conversation from the last episode. I am going to continue ranking the worlds from Kingdom Hearts 1. So, I gave Traverse Town and somewhere between an A and an S. I gave... Okay, that's quite the sound effect they gave those ballerinas. Anyway,
did someone say tutu?
Anyway, so A to S on Traverse Town, saw a definite D rank on, oh gosh, what was it called? On Wonderland. C tier for dense jungle or whatever the Tarzan level was called. I can't really remember its name. From there, where do we go? I know there was Halloween Town. Well, Halloween Town is like easy S. Oh my gosh, the music, they did such a good time of Kingdom Heartsifying This Is Halloween. And I mean, at a base, This Is Halloween is already a bop, so you know you're in for a good time just going there for music alone. Jack Skellington is just a fun character to play around with, and in the Kingdom Hearts world, just watching him try to experiment to create a, what is it, Dr. The doctor who's not Frankenstein. I'm gonna call him Dr. Frankenfurter, knowing full well that's wrong, and it's a completely different IP where that name comes from. But Dr. Frankenfurter.
You just rolled up a present. I don't know anything else. Okie dokie, all done. How did you like it? This rule requires some thought, doesn't it? Alrighty, shall we go home now? Just kidding. I know you didn't think it for a second. I genuinely was not paying attention. Oh well. Royal Rainbow, Kiwi. Royal Rainbow.
Yeah, Royal Rainbow. But yeah. I like what they do with like the artificial heart that Dr. Franken guy is making.
So we suppose. So as far as the game goes. As fun as 2 Katamaris and 3 Damacies, that's about it. But anyway, we have here in our right hand the famous new Katamari rule. New rule Katamari. 4 meters, 64 centimeters, 7 millimeters. We don't really get it. First off, is that small or big? We don't get that part. Is this a Katamari or something else? That's another thing we're not sure about. No, we have to hold fast. We might make it much, much bigger.
Oh, we found a cousin. Okay.
Oh, it's Cousin Jungle. What were you doing on Earth? You were riding a Coelacanth? Personally, I prefer Relicanth. You know, you had to use Relicanth and then another Pokemon to find the Regis. That was pretty cool. I like King Pokemon. My favorite is Regigigas because he's so big. We have no idea what you're talking about. Alright.
Oh gosh, I have to do it again so soon.
Hey, something's not right. This is sort of different from what I was thinking. Run it right, please. I was you know.
Yeah, this is definitely not getting picked on the mic. I can see it just not reading. Oh gosh.
You can have this thing. I know they can be a lot better.
I have to like force so much air out of my throat just to make the voice come through on the mic. It's like demonic Elmo. I don't know.
Oh, really? You're giving it to us? Seriously? Fabulous. Thank you. We are so pleased. What shall we do with it? Oh, why, we can pop it up into the cosmos. Yes, that's what we'll do.
Get out of here, you lazy-ass prince. Wow, that's amazing. You really are amazing. Oh, being terrible.
Oh gosh, I am terrified to see how that sounds. Anyway, moving along. We also love the excited baby. Make the excited baby's dream come true. Okay, that's the last we're doing of that voice for some time. All right, little girl voice.
Hello. Hello. I want to see a
Oh, Ace, get out of here. Ace, you're dead. You're Ace, you are canonically dead. We cannot play as you. Get out of here. No one saw Ace. He wasn't there. All right. Oh. I know who I want to play as. All right. So as much as we love Katamari, we do need to have a word from our sponsor today, Kiwi. So real quick, a word from today's sponsor, Honey.
Hi, I'd like to see the royal rainbow one more time, just once more. I want to see it now, please, oh please.
We are hungry. Our tummy is empty. Oh, hey, it's Honey. Oh, hey, it's Honey. What shall we eat? Oh, it's Honey. You look like a delicious snack. We don't need you. We just have the prince. What kind of food? Royal Rainbow. Oh, you want Fruit Loops? Or maybe Tricks? What's the one that they like with the rainbow taste? Oh, Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms, of course. Why, when our tummy is so empty, ew, no way, boring.
Your Highness is so striking.
Striking? Oh, I remember the time I went bowling. I got a turkey. Oh, we so like rainbows. You simply must see it. Should we go ahead and make a Katamari too? Yes, let's go. All right, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Honey, a browser extension that allows you to find deals on all kinds of new, whatever they're called, purchases. There we go. We're kind of bored of making things bigger. We're sick and tired of just making it bigger. So we had a notion, even though we're starving. Just try rolling as quickly as possible to get it about this big. Honey, you can do it, we know. Alrighty then, good luck. And don't forget to type promo code King of All Cosmos, KOC, following the link from the doobly-doo. Put 10% off your next order. I don't know how this works. I don't make money. I have money. I don't make money, I steal money.
All right, so where were we? Okay, so Halloween Town, easy yes. Probably my favorite world in the game, aside from. Actually, I don't know if anything tops it, frankly. I mean, it's such a cool world. It's such a unique environment. what is it, Tim Burton, he crafted a world to begin with that was really cool just on by base design. The Nightmare Before Christmas is hands down my favorite Christmas movie and Halloween movie because it is technically both. It is objectively both, whether people argue it one way or the other. Reality states that it is both. Anyway, it's fun, it's playful, it's creepy. Oogie Boogie's a very fun antagonist who has got that classic over-the-top villain flair. I was trying to ride up that fork to get onto the cookie box, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Oh well. And I don't know, it's just, it's such a fun setting to play off of the characters in Kingdom Hearts as well. Like, just watch, oh, and like, it sets the precedent of how characters can have custom designs based on the world they were traveling to, which I thought was so cool as a kid, that they actually took what I presume would be kind of the status quo for the entire game and messed around with it a little bit. And it sets a precedent for future games too, where they get creative with character costumes. I mean, they show as much when we get to Atlantica, I think it's Atlantica, whatever, the Little Mermaid world. So there are certainly plenty of, like, it's just it's a fun level. It's a fun area. The monster designs are really cool, and most of them are manageable. I do think the ghost enemies were maybe a little annoying to contend with. I can't really remember too well, but I think back on it fondly, and I can't really think to the contrary on that. Fighting Oogie Boogie and the little kids that are just annoying. I don't remember the names. Shock, Lock, and Barrel. There we go. All fine. The final boss, when Oogie Boogie becomes a tree for some reason, is a little bit weird.
It's macho, but no, forget about that. And hurry, hurry. We already have macho. We don't care about macho. We told you as much before.
Yeah, so yeah, easy S tier for that. Then we have, where else do we have? We have, oh my goodness, Peter Pan. There we go, Peter Pan. Doesn't really do a lot for me just aesthetic-wise. You're on a boat, that's cool and all, but it doesn't really, like, I feel like I got lost a lot. I do like the clock tower. I thought Big Ben and the boss fight you have there with the ghosty Reaper-looking character was really good.
Okie dokie, all done. Our tummy is rumbly. And oh, the Katamari looks sort of okay. Alrighty, can we go home now? I'm too hungry to care. Royal Rainbow, Kiwi, Royal Rainbow,
Royal Rainbow, Royal Rainbow!
Royal Burp, Royal Burp, Royal Burp. Oh, we are hungry after all. We want to eat something. Like this melon roll. That looks good. Oh, wait, it's a Katamari. Fast yet not fast, kind of mundane. 2 minutes, 35 seconds, 25 milliseconds. A boring trud, Katamari. You're not even close to the level of Sonic the Hedgehog. You're more like Big the Cat. No one wants to be Big the Cat. We say you make another Katamari and faster this time. This Katamari feels snacks-ish. Not that we understand what snacks-ish means.
What? It's a regular Katamari. Not exactly Katamari Damacy material. I got to see the Royal Rainbow, but your highness can have this piece of trash. This boring Katamari.
Oh, really? You're giving it to us? We don't want it either. I'll just pop it up into the cosmos. I don't need it. I don't want it. Take it, Cosmos. No one else wants this. Take this unloved Katamari and forget it like the rest of us.
It's a satellite now. Wow, it's beautiful.
Desert Stomach Satellite. Okay. Oh, that was probably Dessert Stomach now that I think about it. We also love Rainbow Girl. Make Rainbow Girl's dream come true.
He didn't. He failed on a fundamental level. That was not my dream. That was nothing. That was nothing at all.
All right, so we're at the point in the game where I think we just get like the second and third versions of the same levels that we've already done, which requires me to remember names, voices that I've done before. Oh. Okay. Well, this is the rest of the episode.
Hello! Hey, I'm a bird! That's right, I'm a bird! I love Katamari Damacy. I played till my feathers fell out. Well, I play, I think. Gosh, if only I were that big. What, I have it wrong? You can be big inside. Oh, that's true. Kiwi's pretty big that way. Being big inside. It's all about heart. Please, good king, won't you let me roll?
Definitely gonna be clipping the mic on that voice. Compressor, do your job, please. At worst, hopefully I just get the echo, which I'm trying to figure out how to work out of the videos, and I'm not succeeding too great.
It makes us think. What are we going to do today? What to do? Oh, I missed the line, sorry. What will we do when we grow up? Oh, honey. Honey. Panda, giraffe. That's what you're wearing on your head, right? Which is more of us? Are we a panda? Are we a giraffe? Are we a cow bear? What, a bird? A little bird wants to be bigger. Well, why doesn't he just go and do it?
Your Highness is tweedly wonderful.
Wonderful. Yes, let's do what we like. Make a bigger Katamari, footloose and fancy-free. Ooh, shall we go then?
Okay, so we're gonna be in this level for a very long time. This is like the biggest level in the game, I believe.
There's no point in thinking only about the future, so let's get rolling. Once again, I emphasize the fact that we do not need to think. Wowies, a 1mm Katamari right off the bat. That's a heaping spoonful of extra help. The rest of the spoonful should be milk and cereal. All right, honey, you go great with cereal. You're so lucky. Anyway, today's lucky winner gets this much time to make this big a Katamari. How fortuitous. Lucky honey, it's all yours now.
All right, Kiwi, we've got ourselves our favorite song in the game. Well, okay, maybe for me, my second favorite song in the game, but still, you know what time it is, Kiwi. Are you ready, Mr. Sunshine? Because here it comes. I'm gonna wait for the build-up and then we'll ramble about Kingdom Hearts, Kiwi. This is very important to me. All right, Kiwi, you got it. 3, 2, 1, Mr. Sunshine, na 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 na. All right, so I've had a running gag with Kiwi with this song in particular for like the entire playthrough, both this one and the one that happened before it, where we were just playing in our own time and experiencing Katamari for the first time together. Every time the song comes on, I just have to shout, "Okay, Mr. Sunshine," and try to get Kiwi to join in. But she doesn't know the timing. She just has not been able to figure out the timing. So it catches her off guard every time, and I'm just looking at her so expectantly and responding with heartfelt disappointment every time she misses the cue. Which is why I've gotten into the habit of also missing the cue, just to mess with everyone, including myself, I guess, because I clearly missed the cue there. Anyway, oh hey, a cousin.
Oh, you've just rolled up something weird. Some weird square thing. Wait, it's Cousin Shikao. Oh no, another cow. Stop getting in the way. She cow, he cow, bear cow. Oh, there are too many cows. The fans, what is their obsession with cows?
All right, let's go. So,
okay, Mr. Sunshine,
Okay, I'm done. I'm calming down. Let's go back to Kingdom Hearts. So, all right. So, clear winner is Halloween Town. I think as a whole, I will acknowledge that I feel like Kingdom Hearts 1's level design was a little bit harder for me to follow as just someone kind of exploring it for the first time. Like, yeah, I know how to go to places and find things now, but I feel like there was definitely almost an intentional obfuscation of where you're supposed to go to make sure that you spend adequate time in the world, explore it, fight its enemies, and then, like, maybe even pad out the game a little bit, which probably isn't their intent, but it is what it is.
Loading can't. We can finally talk. Is it all right for us to always be the king? That's what we were thinking about. I also was thinking about the time my father died and then I become the king. When people call you king, it makes you seem important, yes? Well, of course, in our case, we really are important. It would be nice to be a less intimidating king, but we can't help but eat the family. That's kind of what we were thinking about. You know, you can get to more places if you roll on from here. If you sing while you roll, it could be kind of fun.
Well, the king has said it, but we're in the smooth jazz break, so we're in the freeform jazz break, so I cannot, in fact, sing the lyrics here. Funny enough. Unfortunate timing, King. All right, so moving along. So where were we? We've got. Do I have anything else to say about Halloween Town? The part where Oogie Boogie, as the final boss, you fight him, and then his little casino rig is really cool and creative, and plays with his vibe very well. He definitely has some voice lines that are a little confusing to me, like the "hug, baby," or I don't actually know what he sounds, but it sounds like that to me. I mean, as a whole, some of the boss lines from the voiced Disney characters are a little bit weird. Probably the best example of that I can think of is Ursula. It took me probably over a decade to realize what she's saying is, "Oh, this won't be pretty," but I could not, for the life of me, interpret what she was saying before then. I was like, "Her, you got me in a bed," is just kind of what I heard in my head, and it never made sense to me. Okay, Mr. Sunshine. But it is what it is. It's fine. I think as a whole, yeah, Halloween Town gets an easy S rank. Probably my favorite level of the game. I would have to review references to remember some of the other levels inevitably. But moving along, we have got, what's it called? We have got Atlantica. Let's talk about Atlantica since I brought up Ursula anyway. I genuinely did not mind. Oh, right, I was talking about Peter Pan. Oh, well, we'll forget about Peter Pan and we'll go in a little bit more chronological order then. I think Atlantica, like a lot of people did not like the design of the world because you were underwater and your movement abilities were very much changed. You had to use the right analog stick and I think maybe the triggers or the right and left buttons to go up and down in the water. And for some people, that was really a detractor from the overall enjoyment of the game. It really didn't bother me that much. I found it relatively intuitive, and as long as you locked onto enemies, you could pretty reliably attack them and like stay attacking them. Granted, I do think they were a bit more mobile. The weird soldier enemies that had like the torpedo heads, they were a little bit annoying to kind of like maintain tracking on, and because they were so mobile. I think I think they learned with Kingdom Hearts 3 when they made an underwater level that the enemies needed to be less mobile or your attacks needed to be more versatile and travel further. And I think they did both in Kingdom Hearts 3 to make up for that when you were dealing with the underwater sections of the, the Port Royal level. As a whole though, I think Atlantica also falls into the trappings of Kingdom Hearts 1's level design where things are kind of hard to keep track of and figure out where you need to go. I think it's one of the like one of the worst ones. I think overall Wonderland is the worst of the bunch in that regard because it's one of the very first levels you play and it's really hard to keep track of where you need to go. Granted, I also acknowledge that Traverse Town did very much the same thing to me when I first played through there because you have to kind of go back and forth through certain areas while Donald and Goofy are trying to find you and it gets really confusing where you're supposed to go.
Ah, finally we can talk. We have a little trouble with loading. Well, a touch of boredom has something to do with it. We were bored of being us, bored with the king thing. For now we could shave off our beard maybe.
No, don't do it. Your beard is beautiful, sir.
What else? Oh, we could get our hair permed. It'll be a total makeover. But that's kind of important. Perms are nice. Yes, pretty nice.
Okay, yeah. Mess with the hair, but don't mess with the beard. The beard is forever, my friend. And more importantly, the mustache.
You can get to more places if you roll on from here. Okie dokie, do your best.
Anyway, so I think, yeah, as far as the final boss of Atlantica goes, I think mechanics-wise, I'm not a big fan of Kingdom Hearts giant bosses just because it feels really hard to keep track of things that are coming to hit you, and they can be a little unfair in that regard at times. Ursula was rather forgettable, to be honest. I don't remember enough of the fight to say one way or the other. I just remember that she had Jetsam and Flotsam, her sweetest little poopsies, at her side. I know that's a reference to Kingdom Hearts 2, but nonetheless, they just kind of, you can't kill them if I recall. You just like do enough damage to them. For reference, Kiwi, if you don't know the names, Jetsam and Flotsam are the evil eels that are like her minions. Oh, okay, sorry, Kiwi. I forgot. Kiwi is obsessed with villains. There's no way she wouldn't know the name of the villain's henchmen. That makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry for insulting you, Kiwi. That was uncouth of me. Anyway, so yeah, Jetsam and Flotsam are there. They have basically infinitely restoring HP. I think they can temporarily disable them by knocking them out, but they come back and be a nuisance after the fact at some point or another. Anyway, the boss is alright, but honestly, fairly forgettable for me aside from my gripes with just not knowing what the heck she was saying at the time. And I think the only reason I figured it out was because I played a remastered version of Chain of Memories, the Re-Chain of Memories, where they kind of modernized and 3D-ified the original Game Boy Advance game. Otherwise, I don't think I ever would have understood what she was saying and never found out what she was saying either. Beyond that, The music there is phenomenal. I mean, you can't go wrong with Under the Sea. If I didn't need my hands to play the game, I could have demonstrated the fact that I know how to play Under the Sea by smacking my face. For context, you know how if you like open your mouth and you kind of go like kind of sound? Well, I can do that to a tune. Actually, maybe I can play Katamari one-handed for a second. Let me find an area that just needs a whole bunch of rolling. All right. I don't think that got picked up on the mic at all, but maybe I can record that later. You know what I probably need is someone to have a background noise happen. Maybe if I hum to it while I'm smacking my face. This is gonna be really weird, Kiwi. Kiwi of the present is gonna have to observe this and see what, and describe it to me in post, okay? All right, here we go, let's try this. I'm gonna make just a neutral, no, I can't do it, never mind, it's not gonna work. All right, I tried. Oh well. Anyway, trust the fact that I can smack my face and make musical notes come out of it beyond just a single sound. A weird talent that I use as a party trick, and that's about all it extends to. I remember when I was like in my undergrad tour and trying to apply to schools, and people would be like, not interviewers, mind you, but people who were like trying to help me prepare for interviews, and I'm like, people who were okay, Mr. Sunshine. There were people who were asking me, okay, so tell us about yourself. What are things that are special to you or unique to you? What are your unique talents? And my response was, I can lift over 700 pounds in the gym with my legs, and I can play Under the Sea on my mouth by smacking my face. And honestly, like, I definitely had more going for me at the time, but after high school, before undergrad, maybe not so much worth describing. Like, no one cared about my abilities at playing video games or my pathologic knowledge of Pokemon trivia. But it is what it is. I was content with myself, and I got where I needed to go. State tuition helps a lot, Kiwi. State tuition helped a lot for undergrad needs. Anyway, focusing back on Kingdom Hearts, because somehow I went to undergrad from Kingdom Hearts, which is not inaccurate in description, but I don't think I need to examine that too closely. God, this song is such a bop.
Oh, we can finally talk. Anyway, that's not the point. It's not a solution, no. What are our future plans? Maybe it has to be pandas, Maybe it has to be pandas after all. Become an adorable panda and win everyone's hearts and minds. That's so cute. Look over here. That's what they'll say. Alrighty, sounds like a plan. You can get to more places from if you're all over here. Hey, that looks like America. You may not want to go over there right now. Things are kind of going to shit. Keep it to a reasonable time so you won't get bored or shot.
Anyway, let's not get political on the channel. Anyway, let's see, what else do I have to say? I think I've said all I need to say about Atlantica. Let's talk about Peter Pan's world. So, like I said before, the design of the world, honestly, Atlantica suffers from this too. It's a little bit kind of one note and boring. It's mostly ship aesthetic and a little bit hard to keep track of where you're going, I would argue, but I think the ship made more sense to me than Atlantica did, because there are like tunnels you have to find in Atlantica, whereas the ship is primarily either latches you have to jump through or doors. So I usually had at least a clear, this is a way to go sort of thing. I didn't have to go hunting for just a secret hole that I somehow missed previously. So with that in mind, I would say okay in level design, not my favorite, but cool. The music there is forgettable. I don't even remember what it sounds like. I'm sure if I went there, I would have a nostalgia trip, but it's not enough that it's the sort of song that I would be like, oh, I hear a jazz version of this song and I'm gonna jam to it, like with, oh my goodness, you are a large pair of legs. What? Anyway, it's not like with Traverse Town, for example, where I often go back and listen to that song again because it's so good. And the jazz remixes and the remixes of subsequent games that had it, it's just all as a whole just fantastic. So I think, like, and keep in mind, when I'm ranking these levels or these worlds, I'm ranking them against each other, but I am also ranking them with the mindset of I'm going to also rank the other Kingdom Hearts levels, which I like from the other games, which I view a lot more fondly, potentially. I think a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 levels just work fundamentally better from a design standpoint compared to Kingdom Hearts 1 in terms of like knowing where to go, how to get there, music design, level design, platforming challenges as a whole. I think it just functions a lot better as a game, which makes sense. I mean, when you're playing when you're doing a game for the first time, of course there are going to be things that you don't really know how to do or why you want to do them. It's very much a finding your place in the universe that you're creating. And so the developers only learned and improved from there. I want to emphasize. And again, I don't think any level in Kingdom Hearts 1 is inherently bad. This is exclusively just my personal feelings about how my first experience and my subsequent experiences with it were like. And again, that doesn't mean that things were bad. It means that my experience was not as positive as yours might have been, if you have a differing opinion. Which is certainly equally as valid. And if you want to challenge that, by all means, I love having conversations about games I love. And to be clear, I do love Kingdom Hearts 1. Just because I'm bad-mouthing a level design doesn't mean I don't look at that game extremely fondly and go back and play it on a semi-regular basis. Anyway, with that tangent aside, what else do I have to say about it? I guess let's look at Hollow Bastion for a little bit, because first off, Hollow Bastion's theme. Hollow Bastion's theme is so incredible from both a musical composition standpoint, which, mind you, I have very little background in music comp, so I can only appreciate it on a relatively superficial level. But every now and again I dabble into music composing and music theory videos centered on video game music, because even if I can't comprehend it or fully understand it, it's still really interesting to listen to people talk about things that they're passionate about and really enjoy and really like and appreciate about things that I have a connection to.
Waiting for it. Oh, we can finally talk. Forget it. Forget the panda thing. We don't want to be a panda. We are us. The king is the king. We just finally realized that we are nothing without Katamari Damacy. The king of all cosmos exists to make sure that everyone has a nice, happy time. Except for the cousins who I ate. Don't mind them. It's important to think ahead, but not as important as being in the moment. Okay, let's keep making the Katamari even bigger. Honey, you're gonna go on my Cheerios later. Let's do it.
Anyway, I don't know, what do I want to say? Hollow Bastion, again, suffers from being a little convoluted. The weird teleporter system they have and the transporter system that you have to travel a couple times while doing waves of battles, I have no issue with that. The level is more linear than it initially appears, but you can fall in certain areas and backtrack a whole bunch, so there are pros and cons to that, I suppose. I got very lost in the library section trying to figure out where I needed to go for the secrets in there. I think there were books you had to locate to open paths, and Kid Jeff was just not capable of doing this reliably or meaningfully at all. The plot between Belle and the Beast, and then, oh my goodness, Dark Riku, the portal to the Dark Realm, the reveal of Ansem, Maleficent. Oh, Maleficent was this looming threat through the entire game, which was really cool to just see her being badass. And then you fight her as a dragon, which is one of the coolest fights. How many dragon fights have there been in Kingdom Hearts? Definitely more than one, but Maleficent's dragon is... Oh, hey, speaking of dragon, hey, Prince. That's a nice dragon you're riding. We'll take you, though. Oh, hey, Macho. I guess we're just gonna find all the cousins now, although we only have a couple more meters to go. I'm definitely not making great time on this level, but we at least completed it.
500 meters already? 500 meters? That's rather lackluster, even if we sent the benchmark, don't you think? We asked for a 500 meter Katamari, really? We were thinking ahead too much. And can't remember so well. Oh, bye, Prince. Since you're here anyway, let's make it even bigger. Bigger! Hi, la la la.
Anyway, so yeah, I think Hollow Bastion is actually up there for level design and or for overall enjoyment for me, because I thought the subplot of the Keyblade abandoning Sora for a little bit really interesting. I'm not a fan of how Donald and Goofy abandoned Sora after he loses his Keyblade. As a kid, I thought the whole Sora sacrificing himself to return Kairi's heart to her really cool and really interesting. And oh my goodness, when we found out about nobodies and Chain of Memories, and how if a nobody and a heartless that correspond to the same entity are destroyed, they restore the original body. That was in the Ansem reports as early as, I think, Chain of Memories, if not Kingdom Hearts 2, but I'm pretty sure Chain of Memories. And I thought that was like a mind-blowing revelation. I was so excited to see how they would apply it to Kingdom Hearts 3. Little did I know that it would take probably like 10 more games before I ever got that reality accomplished, sadly. But I certainly look on it fondly. There was, I don't know, when I get into a game series, I get into the lore. Like, I read the Pokedex entries, I read the Ansem reports, I read the flavor text of the MMO quests that I've done 1,000 times over, because I find it really fun, really rewarding, and really interesting, and it just kind of further empowers the fandom that I'm getting to enjoy, because I can engage in conversations with both myself and Theorycraft, but also other fans who care about this sort of stuff, which maybe few and far between. People certainly favor gameplay and narrative over the deeper lore a lot of the time, and that's fine. Like, however you want to experience the game is perfectly valid, as long as you're having fun. I think that's what matters at the end of the day. And if you have fun with a game that everyone hates, I mean, it's still, you had fun, and that matters the most out of anything, right? Oh, I think we're getting worked up, Kiwi. We got 30 seconds, and the music is getting very woobly. That is a very large... Oh, hey, King.
Hey, Prince. Honey, come back. Honey, come roll up the royal rainbow the right way. Oh my goodness, what's happening? What's happening? I'm freaking out. I'm freaking the heck out. Okay, bye. You know, we didn't think we were gonna end the level on a fade to white on my butt, but you know what? If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it well. Isn't that right, kid? See you later. The royal anus is here. We will always be us, yes. No matter what anyone says, we are what we are. A king with toes the shape of grapes, a nose the shape of prism, a magnificent cleft chin, a glorious crown, and a bunch of family members who do my bidding. We don't fret about the future. The king is the king, you see. And if there is no heir, there can be no replacement. Isn't that right, honey? We feel so much better. Wait, what? Katamari, what? Oh, we'd forgotten. 1,088 meters, 83 centimeters, 6 millimeters. Well, look at the size of this thing. We could certainly make one of these in the blink of an eye. Come on, make it a little bigger. Make it bigger than a blink. Oh, it's Cousin Chakao. What were you doing on Earth? You were watching Earth TV? Oh, really? How boring. This Katamari feels nature's-ish. Our queen might like it, but we prefer something a little more plantsy.
Looks like the elephant's talking this time.
I think it's just a little bird, not worth taking seriously. This Katamari is clearly small. What the tweet? Oh, it is the bird.
This Katamari is clearly small. What the tweet is this? It's not even worth looking at. Your Highness can have this Katamari.
Oh, really? You're giving it to us? Seriously? Fabulous. Thank you. We are so pleased. What should we do with it? Oh, we can pop it up into the cosmos. Yes, that's what we'll do. Well, this episode's running longer. I told Kiwi we would take at most 35 minutes, and here we are going 40. Well, God forbid I knew what the time was.
Tweet! The Big Bang! You made the beginning! You made the beginning!
Oh, gosh. Okay. We're definitely going to take a voice break after this one. My goodness, Kiwi.
Oh, Chapter 9, The Lion Never Falls. It was a cold winter day. Father was dying in bed with a game of marbles. I was learning how to medicine, and the Queen was learning how to cheat at video games. But my coronation finally happened. The father's dead. I am the king. Long live the king.
Good luck, pal.
Father, you're dead. Father, you're one-hand appendage. Oh, you're just sleeping. Well, I am the king now, so we'll make sure you never wake up again. Okay, anyway, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you're awake, I hope this is having you fall asleep.
If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you. I don't know why I started that in the king's voice, but I do need to head off, so... Oh gosh, a lot happened in this episode. My lungs are winded and my throat is scraggly. And don't forget, today's sponsor is Honey, who's going to die in a fire, both of litigation and in whatever weird thumbnail decisions I make in the future. Anyway, bye!